In the previous chapter, we saw how we can use different prompts to change the style of the image, but if we want a style that the model did not learn, we cannot generate that style. For that, we have the LoRa files, which add extra information to the main model. We talked more about this in episode 13. Let's go to Workflows, and this time let's select workflow number 6, the one with LoRa in the name. This is a simple Z-image text-to-image workflow. In fact, if we remove these nodes, we get exactly workflow 5A that we used before. So let's undo that. What is different here is this LoRa loader model-only node, which allows us to load a LoRa from our computer. I just changed the color to blue, that is all. The node with trigger words is just a simple note. Again, revisit chapter 13 for more details. So let's go and download a LoRa. I created a LoRa for a girl with white hair, and you can download it from here. After that, navigate to Comfy UI, go to Models, and then open the LoRa's folder. Here we already have one from chapter 13, the SD 1.5 LoRa. Now we create a new folder called Z-image, since this LoRa only works with the Z-image model, and we save the LoRa inside that folder. After the LoRa is downloaded, press the R key to refresh the node definitions. Now if we go to the LoRa loader, we can select that LoRa. You can see the folder and the LoRa name there, just like for all other LoRas. This is the trigger word that I used when I trained that LoRa. I use that in the prompt, together with more words to describe what I want to generate. Now when I generate, I get this girl with white hair. The LoRa I am using here is a character LoRa. There are also LoRas for styles, objects, or functional ones that speed things up. This also allows you to keep a character consistent, so even if you change the prompt and keep the trigger words, you get the same character, which is very useful. There are many LoRas trained by people online, on sites like Hugging Face or Civit AI. Over time, you can also learn how to train them yourself, either online or locally, if you have enough VRAM. Let's search for a LoRa on the Civit AI website. Again, if you are from the UK, you will need a VPN to bypass the restrictions they set for your country. Let's go to Models, then we can filter them. Set time period to all. For model type, select LoRa. For base model, select Z-image Turbo. Now we should see only LoRa's compatible with our base model. We can sort by highest rated. We have quite a few here. Let's pick one at random, maybe this one that lets us create character design sheets. Now we are on the LoRa page. At the top you can see this LoRa is available for different models, but we want the Z-image version. We check the type to make sure it is a LoRa and that the base model is correct. We also check if it has trigger words or other settings. Then we can download it from here. You must be logged in to download models. We save the LoRa in the same LoRa's folder inside the Z-image folder. After the download finishes, press the R key to refresh. Now we should be able to see that LoRa in the list and select it. Let's see what else it says about this LoRa so we can learn more. Here it shows the trigger words. I can copy those and paste them in a note so I have them for later. They also give an example prompt showing how to use it. Let's copy that and paste it into the positive prompt. I will remove the beginning and ending quotes. Now let's copy the trigger words and place them here instead of the previous trigger words. We also have a subject, so let's say a white bunny warrior. For art style, maybe I add a 3D render style. The rest looks fine. For the model strength, I will use 1. If it is too strong, I can reduce the weight. For the size, let's make it bigger so we get more details. Now let's run the workflow. We get this character sheet, which is not bad. This could be useful for concept artists to see different angles. Let's run it again with a different seed, and we get this result. Now let's change some things in the prompt. Maybe it is a medieval bunny. For art style, I try a vector art style. Let's run the workflow again. Now we get a different image. This seed does not look that good, so maybe I try another seed to see if I get something better. Again, not perfect, but at least it gives some ideas. Let's go back to Civit AI and look again at models. You can see there are LoRa's for all kinds of things. That does not mean all of them are great. They are trained by people like you and me and shared for free. Depending on the training, some are very good and some are not so good. Training is never perfect. If you want to see how much the LoRa influences the result, we can test that too. Change the seed to fixed and generate once to see the result. In my case, I got this image. Now let's go to the LoRa loader node. Right-click on it and select Bypass. Then we run the workflow again with the same settings and prompt. You can see that without the LoRa, we do not get a character sheet anymore. So this LoRa clearly helps with creating multiple characters on a sheet. Remember, a LoRa is like an add-on to the main model. It adds extra training to that model, like the model took a new course and learned how to do character sheets. Hope that helps.